Today, you're reacting to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We will discuss some of the most talked about moments from the movie, as well as some Easter eggs that you may not have noticed.
Oh, what?
But for anyone watching who has not seen the movie, there are spoilers ahead. Click away if you don't want to know.
You read the title, you saw the thumbnail, so don't get mad.
You break the rules.
Look out!
Become a hero. I do it, I become the enemy. It doesn't seem fair.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness first reviews the darkest, weirdest, most horror-inspired MCU film yet. Critics say Elizabeth Olsen steals the show and Sam Raimi reaches back into his horror bag to deliver a visually spectacular, surprisingly violent entry into the MCU. 100% agree.
The whole horror and dark side of it with like the little bit of jump scares that kind of get you in there.
When I saw it in the theaters, there were a couple children who screamed.
I love Wanda in this. I just love her character. I feel like she's just so iconic.
I hope everyone watches Doctor Strange 2 for Wanda's performance alone, a little satanic witch. I went into this movie having no clue who the villain was. So I was floored when it turned out to be Wanda.
They did not vanilla how actually bat insane she is.
Wanda was giving major La Llorona vibes in this movie. And I don't think anyone's talking about it.
Scarlet Witch was terrifying, and I was surprised by how almost cliche witchy she was. You could take away the whole superhero thing and still have her as an evil witch and everything would track, I feel.
Obviously, a big part of the story is that Scarlet Witch dreamwalks into Earth 838's Wanda. The first time she does this, there is a fun Easter egg. Did you catch it?
No.
I don't know if I saw the Easter egg. I definitely want to know.
Every morning.
Oh, wait. What are they watching?
It's Oswald, the Lucky Rabbit.
Oh, what?
That's the name. I was like, I'm blanking on it. I was like, I knew it the moment I saw it.
So that was Walt Disney's very first cartoon character. He made it for Universal and then made Disney later on.
Best part. One of the best parts. One of the best parts. Ah! Ah!
That scene had me like chills in the theater. Like everyone in the theater was cheering.
Let's talk the Illuminati.
Peace and love to everyone that loved this movie. When they said the Illuminati, I had the biggest eye roll. I thought it was just so cringy.
I looked it up after, and they're called that in the comics. But at first I was like, the Illuminati? What the heck? Okay.
But when you met the Illuminati, fantastic.
Starting with Captain Carter.
That's right, she was in there from the What If episode.
Oh, she got sliced and diced. Rest in peace.
In the fight scene, there is a nod to this. She says a specific line. Do you know what it was?
It was a little ham-fisted, yes. I could do this all day. I was a little less thrilled with that.
I'm not the type of person who will talk through a movie, but I am the person who, if I hear some shit like that and I know the lore, I'll go, oh, they did it!
I wish they made her more of her own character rather than just like a Steve ripoff.
Oh, Jim Halper.
This better not be just a cameo. Like I need him to save the Fantastic Four franchise.
When I look at John Krasinski, I don't see the smartest man in the universe. I want to see the smartest man in the universe do his thing, and the most he did was go, "Bug," and then get turned into a bunch of hot dogs.
I'm curious to see if in the future they use him again.
I'll be into a good Fantastic Four movie. And if that happens with Krasinski as Reed Richards, I will eat my words, you know, and I'll be with it.
With Black Bolt, for example, years ago there was supposed to be an Inhumans movie, got canceled, turned into a TV show, which flopped. But then they brought the same actor who played that version of Black Bolt into this one. So I thought it was really fun to see him because I like him a lot. His name's Anson Mount. So I imagine for him it was really cool to finally don the costume that he was sort of denied.
Okay, it was amazing to see Black Bolt. That was like one of my absolute favorite things. His death was so brutal, and seeing just how powerful he is when he melts Doctor Strange was great.
Captain Marvel as Maria Rambeau.
Wasn't she like the best friend, right?
Yeah, she was Captain Marvel's friend, and then later had a daughter named Monica Rambeau, who was in WandaVision. Yeah, she becomes a superhero.
And then gets killed 5 business seconds later. At least they let the women die last.
Professor X! That was the coolest thing! I can't believe it happened!
Look, I think I can die happy now that the 97 X-Men theme is playing as Professor X is in his little floating wheelchair. That was so incredible.
I absolutely lost it at the Fantastic Four cameo, but then this just, I could not see anymore. I was just laugh crying, but in a good way.
I really love this movie. Like, I really enjoyed it, but I don't know if I needed the 90s X-Men theme to come on when he rolled in, because that wasn't ever used in the movies before. So it was just like a little cheesy. And it even had the yellow chair. Yeah, so I mean, it was fun having him, and again, they brutally murdered him.
Me being excited that Reed Richards and Professor X are in the MCU 5 minutes later. Right? That they just totally crushed you. Wanda was just like, you know what? That.
If there is a definition of emotional damage, it's that. I was literally like, you brought him back to be in this movie for 5 minutes?
I'm really hoping they go further into this, and this isn't just like a one-time, okay, we threw an X-Men, like a little cameo part here too. Like, I really hope that this becomes a permanent thing.
It was a lot going on. I felt like they tried to fit so much into one film that it kind of felt like chaotic. It was so hyped, and then kind of just felt kind of dull.
Will not go unpunished.
Those are Ultrons. A bunch of them, not just one.
Ultron. Yeah, because I remember when Wanda like crushes the head of one of them.
America Chavez.
They added Shumagorath into this, and that's fantastic. Like, I didn't think they were gonna add that in.
That's so sick. I want that. As a whole, I'm so glad that America exists. I'm glad she's here. Let's keep her around. I can't wait to see all the little girls dress as her for Halloween. It brings a tear to my eye just thinking about it. I kind of wish they'd given her more.
To have Latina on the big screen, and she's an important role, is amazing, and it's nice to see that.
And I guess maybe like they're setting it up for future projects where we can actually see her like working on it, working on her powers and everything.
I felt like they just kind of threw her in there, and then you were kind of like, oh, this is this.
But I love that she exists, and I think she's so cute, and I love the actress. I think she's adorable, and I want her jacket.
Oh, it says love is love on her jacket in Spanish.
She has a LGBT pin on.
Oh my God! Let's go! I did not notice. That's cool.
And her moms are gay.
I was really surprised to learn that the movie got banned in a bunch of countries because of the whole mom thing.
They're not as accepting of the LGBTQ, refuse to show the film in their countries.
For me, I was just super excited, just like the fact that she's a Latina alone. And then add on the element of like she's in the LGBTQ plus community. Again, like young kids specifically who are also part of that community have a superhero to look up to that's just like them and wears it proudly on her jacket.
Oh, so good. That part. Yo, dude, Zombie Strange with the arms.
Yeah, this is a very Sam Raimi film. He has a specific way of shooting things. It had a lot of good parts, but then sometimes I felt like it didn't work.
I think horror inspired is good. A lot of people keep calling it like a horror film.
You don't see that. That was the first time in the MCU that you saw them do something like Elizabeth Olsen delivered the horror part to it. She was fantastic. Like her walking with the lamp.
And also the part when Wanda is like crawling out of the gong and she's all like freaking the girl from The Ring. Like, ooh, love it. More horror in Marvel, please. Bruce Campbell, Mr. Pizza Ball Man himself.
He's in all Raimi's movies. He's in the Spider-Man movies.
Starred in the Evil Dead movies, which is how Sam Raimi got his directing fame.
Oh, the trippy scene where they keep going through all the universes.
I want to know what color I'd be in the Paint universe.
In this, they're trying to tell you that he gets the third eye because he uses the Darkhold.
It's going to be awesome because it's a thing that inevitably makes him stronger.
We see at the very end where you're like, oh no, like he's screaming in the middle of the streets. His third eye opens up on his forehead like, is he gonna become evil now because he used the Darkhold like once? But it doesn't really exist anymore.
Going back to the Dark Dimension with the introduction of Clea, who is Doctor Strange's girlfriend, kind of, in the books. Yeah, she's probably the biggest love interest he's ever had, I think, so far. But she exists in the Dark Dimension, so they're going back.
Clea, let's give Christine a break. Christine's fine. Christine's married. We need to leave Christine alone.
No, I like them together. Yeah, you know, Christine's not appreciative of Doctor Strange. In a lot of the universes, you know, Christine in every universe. Why are you so obsessed with me? I'm dead.
No more. Doctor Strange, if you're listening.
It was sickening. And I didn't think that Marvel would go there. Oh, but they did.
Trailers sometimes do spoil things.
I'm a big stickler for only watching one trailer, and that's enough. That's plenty for me.
Thanks for watching this strange episode.
What did you think of Multiverse of Madness? Let us know in the comments.
Bye.